Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We got game 2 of this Brewers Marlins series. Leading off for the Milwaukee Brewers, playing second is Fernando Veen. Batting second, playing shortstop's Yount. Batting third, playing third is Molitor. Batting fourth, playing first base is Fielder. Batting fifth, playing right field is Yelich. Batting sixth, playing left field is Braun. Batting seventh, playing center field is Ogilvy. Batting eighth, doing the catching is Nielsen. And on the mound, and batting ninth is Sheets. And now for the hometown Florida Marlins. We have leading off, playing second is Castillo. Batting second, playing left field is Cullen. Batting third, playing shortstop is Ramirez. Batting fourth, playing right field is Sheffield. Batting fifth, playing center field is Azonia. Batting fourth, playing first base is Boer. Batting seventh, playing third base is Prado. Batting eighth, on the catching is Romito. And on the mound, batting ninth is Beckett. Let's get down here to the stadium and get this game started.
Vina.
And Vina, that started off here, is batting 125, no homers and 2 RBIs. This is John Beckett's first appearance of the year, and in 2005 he was 15-8 with a 3.38 ERA. Here's the pitch to Vina, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. Beckett strikes him out for out number 1. And Yount's up now. Yount's batting .333 with a homer and 6 RBIs as Ken Castro joins us. And that's going to be a 39, a rare play, 52, and a 39. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike 1. So the 0-1 pitch here to Yount. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Yount out. Back-to-back strikeouts. Josh Beckett starting the game off hot. And Molitor's up batting .500 with a homer and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a base hit, an infield hit for Paul. And now with 2 outs, you got a runner on. And Prince Fielder comes to the plate. And Fielder's batting 111 with no homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a hit by pitch. Yep, he hits Fielder. And now all of a sudden, now with 2 outs, Beckett's got himself in a pickle here. After striking out the first 2, now he's got runners on first and second. And Christian Yelich is at the plate. And he's batting .333 with a homer and 4 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. He's going to fire over to first. And that'll end the inning. Brewers strand 2. We go to the bottom of the first. Brewers nothing. The Marlins coming to bat. And we got Castillo due up here, batting .250 with no homers and 2 RBIs. This has been Sheets' first appearance of the year. And Sheets in 2004 was 12-14 with a 2.7 ERA. Must have not have gotten many run support with a 12-14 record in that year. And here's the pitch to Castillo. And that's going to be a base hit. Nope, that's not going to be a base hit against the righty. That is going to be a fly ball out to left field for out number 1. And that brings up Mr. Christopher Colin. And Colin is batting .167 with no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. He turns on it. Christian, that's not a double, it's just a single. Go back and change it. And he's supposed to be a single. As Christian gets over there and cuts it off. So a single over the right field, and that brings up Hanley Ramirez now with a runner down at first and only one out. Ramirez batting 176 with no homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes. Then Sheik gets behind in the count. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Ogilvie in center for out number 1. And Gary Sheffield comes to the plate. And Gary's batting 143 with no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to second. He'll fire over to first. And the Marlins strand 1. We go to the top of the second. No score. You got Braun, Ogilvie, and Nilsson due up here. Ryan's batting 385 with no homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to second. And I see we're going to have to fix Beckett's notes here. He's a fielding rating. I got it as an X. So let's change his fielding rating here. We got 2 X's on there. Let's see here. Go to Marlins. A little behind the scenes here. And there's Josh. And what's his fielding rating supposed to be? He's supposed to be a 2. Get rid of that first X there. There we go. Now we got it. Okay. And now you got Ben up with 1 out and nobody on. And he's looking for his first hit of the year, folks. He's 0 for 9 off to a slow start. And that's not going to get any quicker there because that's a fly ball out to Gary and right for out number 2. That brings up Dave Nilsson now with 2 out, nobody on, and he's looking for his first base hit. He's 0 for 7. And that's not going to happen, but he will walk on down to first. Josh walks him at the very least. That gets Ben Sheets up here in the second inning, and he won't lead off the third. And Ben in 2004 batted 134 with no homers and an RBI. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Sheets strikes out. That'll end the top of the second. 1 left on, to the bottom we go. And Ozona, Bohr, and Prado due up. Ozono's batting 222, no homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be against the righty. Fly ball, I think, out the left field. And, yep, fly ball out to Ryan and left for out number 1. See the team comparisons. Milwaukee 28 strikeouts, 22 walks, 19 doubles, and a 2-1 record. Florida's 1-3, 52 strikeouts, 24 walks, and 12 doubles. Justin Bohr is up. He's looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 7. And that's going to be a rare play, a 41 and a 41. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Justin. And that's going to be another fly ball out to Ryan. 2 fly balls, 2 quick outs. And Prado comes to the plate. See if he can hit it somewhere besides the left. Batting 250 with 2 RBIs. And he does hit it somewhere else, but it's a fly ball to Ogilvie. He camps under it, and that's a 1-2-3 second. To the top of the third we go, and the top of the order due up here for the Brew Crew. Vina, Yount, and Molitor. And Fernando's 0 for 1. He struck out in the first. And that's going to be a pop-up down the short for out number 1. Robin's up now, and he's 0 for 1. He struck out in the first. And that's going to be a base on balls. Robin trots on down the first. That is the second strikeout for John. A second walk. Go with his 3 strikeouts. Paul Molitor hit a single. He's 1 for 1. This last time up. Now it's going to be back-to-back walks. Josh is walking himself into a mess here. Here comes the fielder up now with runners on first and second and only 1 out. And he was hit by a pitch his first time up. And that's going to be driven into the outfield. Let's see where this lands at, folks. And that's going to be a double in the right center. And let's see if Paul can score here. 36. He's not going to score. He's going to hold up at third. So that's an RBI double in the right field. Now you got second and third, 1 out for Christian. And they're going to play back. It's early in the game here. Try not to give up a big inning like they did in the last game. And Christian's 0 for 1. He grounded out to the pitcher's first time up. And that's going to be a big swing and a miss. Beckett needed that. That's a big second out. Now it's up to Ryan Braun to try to drive in some insurance runs. He's 0 for 1 today. He grounded out the second back in the second. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. And 1 run comes across, but what could have been? It's 1-0 Brewers. We go to the bottom of the third. We got the bottom of the order due up here in the bottom of the third. Remote, Beckett, and then back to the top of the order. And Luis. And that's going to be a grounder down the out. He fires over the fielder for out number 1. And Josh Beckett's up now. And Beckett, his first plate appearance of the year, he batted .153 with a homer and 6 RBIs in 2005. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Sheet strikes him out for out number 2. And you see the team comparisons. The Brewers, 24 runs on 8 homers. No stolen bases haven't been caught. Florida, 22 runs, 4 homers, and have been caught stealing twice. Luis Castillo, he's 0 for 1. He flew out in the first. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Ben Sheets with back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. We go to the top of the fourth, a 1-0 Brewers lead. You got Ben Ogilvie due up. Nielsen and Sheets, the bottom third of the order. Ben still looking for that first hit. He's 0 for 1. And he's 0 for 2 today. That's a fly ball out to the left this time. So he's hit it to each corner. Hasn't gotten a hit yet. And here comes Dave Nielsen again. He's looking for his first base hit of the year, but he walked back in the second. And that's going to be against the righty. A 9 and a 9. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Azono. He makes a nice catch for out number 2. Can Ben Sheets do it himself here, folks? He struck out back in the second. He's 0 for 1. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Ramirez over the Justin. And that'll be a 1, 2, 3, 4. To the bottom of the fourth we go. Culligan, Ramirez, and Sheffield due up. Chris is 1 for 1. Only hit of the ball game for the Marlins. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And Sheets is on fire here. That's his 3rd strikeout of the game. And Ramirez comes to the plate. And he is 0 for 1. He flew out to center his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, and Sheets strikes out 2. Can he get the side out in order on strikeouts? And Gary's 0 for 1. He grounded out. And that's going to be another ground ball down to Robin this time. And that'll be a 1, 2, 3, 4. To the top of the 5th we go. And the top of the order due up. Vina, Yount, and Molitor. And Vina 0 for 2 today. And he's going to be, that's going to be a rare play, a 36 and a 55. That is going to be a ground ball down to short. Ramirez is down there. And that is going to be a nice play by Hanley. He comes up with it, fires over to first, just gets Vina, takes a base hit away from him. So there's one down here in the top of the fifth. And now Yount's up. He is 0 for 1 yet to put the ball in play. He has struck out and walked. Did come around to score the only run back in the third. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. So he's yet to hit the ball today, folks. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. And here comes the man with a perfect record today. He's 1 for 1, a single and a walk. It's Paul Molitor. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Zona. 1, 2, 3 goes the Brewers. We go to the bottom of the fifth and talking about Azona. He's going to lead it off, followed by Justin Bohr and Martin Prado. And he's 0 for 1. He flew out the left back in the second inning. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Ben Sheets with his 5th strikeout of the game, folks. Justin Bohr's up now. And Justin's 0 for 1. He flew out the left his first time up. And that's back-to-back strikeouts. Ben Sheets is mowing them down now, folks. 6 strikeouts. Can he strike the side out? Couldn't do it last inning. He struck out the first 2. Martin 0 for 1. And that is good morning, good afternoon, and good night. He strikes the side out. 7 big strikeouts. To the top of the 6th we go with Fielder, Yelich, and Braun. Fielder with that RBI double back in the third. He's 1 for 1 with a hit by pitch, and that ball is high. How far is this ball going to go, folks? That is the question, and that ball is out of here. Prince Fielder with another RBI today. Prince Fielder 2, the Marlins nothing. As David Jones is here. And that brings up Christian Yelich. He's 0 for 2 today. He is grounded out and struck out. And that's going to be a base on balls. And all of a sudden, Josh, here in the 6th inning, a homer and a walk. And here comes Mr. Ryan Braun up now. He's 0 for 2. And that's going to be against the righty 16 and a 9. And that's going to be an infield hit. So Braun's aboard here. Nobody out yet. A run already in, and you got first and second and Ben Ogilvy. And if you're a Marlins fan, this is the part of the lineup you want up with runners in scoring position, because him and Dave Nielsen haven't gotten a hit yet this year. Ben's 0 for 11 and 0 for 2 today. He's headed to the corners right and left. And he straightens it out this time, and that's going to be a base hit in the left field. And let's see if Yelich can score here. 57, and yeah, he'll score with no throw. Chris doesn't have an arm at all to talk about. But we'll make sure here. So Christian's going to score. And the question is Braun going to get down the third? And he's going to hold at second. So that's an RBI single. Still nobody out. And Ben Ogilvy gets his first hit, and he gets an RBI. That brings up Dave Nielsen now, and it's a 3-0 ball game. He's 0 for 1. He did walk back in the second. And we drop the dice. And that's going to be a pop-up down the short. Ramirez makes the play. Infield fly rules in effect. And that is out number 1. And Ben Sheets bunt him over here. Try to get both of them in scoring position here. And that's going to be a 23. And that's going to be a safe at first. One runner scores the other to third on a wild throw by Josh Beckett. That's an E1. And both runners are going to advance 2 bases. And we got first and third. And the wheels are falling off the cart for these Marlins here. As Josh Beckett with the big error. He is due up second in the bottom of the sixth. And with this, they're trying to get him through the inning. They're going to play back. Vina's 0 for 3 today. And that's going to be a pop-up. Let's see here. Infield. What's their infield? They are a 7, 11, 19, 19, 20. So they're barely a 30. They're barely column number 2. And that's going to be popped up in the foul territory behind home plate. And that'll be out number 2. Big out there. Now can Robin bust this game open? It's already 4-0. Can he put this game out of reach? He's 0 for 2. He has struck out twice, then walked. They come around the score, and they're finally going to get him out with a batted ball. And that's going to be a ground ball down back to the mound. Josh doesn't screw the pooch this time. He fires over to first, but 3-run score, and it's 4-0. So we go to the bottom of the sixth. Remoto's due up, and we'll have a pitch hitter for Beckett, and then back to the top of the order. And JT is 0 for 1. He grounded out the shortest first time up, and that's going to be a fly ball out to Christian for out number 1. And that'll be it for Beckett. See who's going to come out here and pitch hit. Against a righty. Most of the lefties are already in the lineup. Matter of fact, all the lefties are in the lineup. So who are we going to go with here? Who are we going to go with?
Bonifacio.
Bonifacio is going to come off the bench. And see what he can do here. Because the Marlins need base runners, folks. Bonifacio, his first plate appearance in 2011. He batted .296, 5 homers, 36 RBIs. And that's going to be against the righty. 17. That's a fly ball out the left field. Braun makes the catch for out number 1. And to the top of the order we go. Luis is up now, and he is 0 for 2. And that's going to be a base on ball. Sheets walks him. That's the first walk given up by Ben. Go with the 7 strikeouts. And Culligan's up now, and he's 1 for 2. He's got the lone hit here for the Marlins. He singled back in the first. And we dropped the dice for the second time today. And that's going to be might be a second base hit of the game here. And it is. That's going to be a single in the right field. And with 2 outs, Luis should get down to third easily, I would think. That'll be a 4. That'll be a 51. Christian doesn't have that great of an arm out there. Yep. And Luis will get down to third with no throw. So Chris is 2 for 3 today. And now the Marlins trying to make some noise when swinging the bat, and it's a 1-run ball game. And you got Hanley Ramirez up. He is 0 for 2 today. Can he do something here and get the Marlins back in this game? Nope. That's just a Slow grounder down the second, over to first. The Marlins strand 2. We go to the top of the 7th. It's still 4-0 Brewers. You got Molitor, fielder, and Yelich due up. So 2 lefties and a righty. Let's see who they're going to go with here. They're going to go with Looper. That's who I'm thinking. Yeah, Brandon Looper is going to come in the game. Try to keep it a 4-run lead for the Brewers. And this is Looper's second appearance of the year. He's 0-1 with a 4.5 ERA. Like I say, he's got the 3, 4, 5 hitters due up here. Molitor, fielder, and Christian. Paul's 1 for 2 with a walk. Singled in the first, and he doubles here in the 7th inning. That's a leadoff double. Welcome to the game, Looper. Now you got another runner in scoring position for Prince Fielder. And Fielder is 2 for 2 today with a double and a homer. He's got 2 RBIs in the game. He's also been hit by a pitch. And that's going to be a infield. We said the infield was, so that's going to be a rare play. 41 with a runner on second and a 42. And that's going to be a team defense. So that was 31. 32. 5. And that is going to be a fly out to left field. So Chris makes the catch out there for out number 1. I'll stay put. Now there's 1 out. And 1-1, and Christian Yelich is up. He's 0 for 2 today. He did walk and came around to score in the 6th. And that's going to be against the righty, a 10. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. 31 and an 8. Should be fielding column 1. Nope, barely column 2. And he'll look the runner back to second. Ramirez will fire over to first for out number 2. So far the double hasn't gotten anywhere. The leadoff double still down to second. Ryan Braun's at the plate, 1 for 3. He singled and came around the score in the 6th. And that'll do it. So Looper gives off the leadoff double, strikes Braun out. And we go to the 7th inning stretch. It's 4-0 Brewers. You got Sheffield, Ozono, and Justin Bohr due up. Gary Sheffield's 0 for 2. He is grounded out twice. And the Marlins need base runners, need to start getting back in this game down 4-0. And that's exactly what happens. Sheffield walks down the first. Sheets don't want to start doing that, giving up walks. Azonia is up now with a runner on first and nobody out. He's 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be a 14 and an 8. That's going to be a fly ball out to right field. Christian makes the catch for out number 1. And let's see what Bohr can do here. He is 0 for 2. He is flown out and struck out. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Sheets with his 8th strikeout of the game. And now it is up to Prado to do something here. Be nice to scratch a run across here in the 7th. He is 0 for 2. He's flown out and struck out. And that's going to be a fly ball to right. And that'll be the end of the inning. The Marlins strand one to the top of the eighth. We go in a 4-0 ball game. You see the Milwaukee Brewers' upcoming schedule. 2 more games here in Florida. Then they go back home, play the Nationals for 2 games, and then the Mets come to town. Got the bottom third of the order due up here against Looper, Ogilvie, Nilsson, and Sheets. Ben got his first hit back in the 6th, drove in a run. He's now 1 for 12 on the year. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Prado. Over to Justin for out number 1. And Nilsson's up now. He's 0 for 2. He walked back in the 2nd. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Looper strikes him out for out number 2. And Ben Sheets will bat for himself, pitching a 2-hit shutout. He's 0 for 3 today. He did reach on an error in the 6th. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Looper strikes him out. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Brewers with a 4-run lead. Moto, then a pitch hitter for Looper, and back to the top of the order. JT's 0 for 2 today. Can he get on base? Nope, that's a swing and a miss. Sheets with his 9th strikeout of the ball game. And that'll be it for Looper. And let's see who's going to come off the bench. Let's see here. Against a righty. They don't have any more switch hitters. They're all righties.
Echavarria. Echavarria.
Echavarria.
Hechavarria.
Hechavarria.
Hechavarria is going to come off the bench. Might be his first plate appearance of the year. Let's see what happens here. Yep, this is Hechavarria's first plate appearance. In 2015, he batted .281, 5 homers, and 48 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right. That'll be out number 2. And now we're back to the top of the order here. And Castillo, can he get aboard here? He's 0 for 2. He did walk back in the 6th. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Ogilvie. That'll end the inning. We go to the top of the 9th with a 4-0 lead. See who's going to come out here and pitch for the Marlins.
Cishek.
Cishek is going to come out and pitch. Can Steve keep this a 4-run game here? This is Steve's 2nd appearance of the year. He is no record in a 3 ERA. He's got the top of the order due up. Vina, Yount, and Molitor. Fernando's 0 for 4 today. Not anymore. He squares this one up, folks. Welcome to the game, he says, and that's going to be a triple in the left field. So right away, the Brew Crew's got a runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Going to force the infield in. And now you got the big boys coming up here to drive him in. Robbins 0 for 3 today. He has walked, struck out twice, and grounded out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. 61 and a 4 will be column 3, I'm sure. 61, yep. And with the infield in, that's going to be a pop-up in the foul territory. Prado makes the catch for out number 1. So now it goes to Paul Molitor to try to get another insurance run in. And Paul is 2 for 3 with a double, single, and a walk in the game. And that's more than a walk, baby. That's a homer. Kiss that bad boy goodbye. Paul Molitor just homers and makes it a 6-0 ball game. And it just keeps getting worse and worse for these Marlins. Like I say, if they can win 63 games and avoid losing 100, they'll be doing something, I think. That's for sure. I don't see them winning 63 games. Now you got Prince Fielder up. He's 2 for 3. He's got a double, a homer, 2 RBIs, been hit by a pitch. And that's going to be well hit. They just keep on hitting, folks. The Brew Crew is doing some damage here in Florida. They're not going to want to leave. And that's a 1-out double by Fielder. And you got a runner down to second for Christian. And Yelich, he is 0 for 3. He has walked back in the 6th, though. And that's going to be a pop-up behind home plate. JT takes the mask off, makes the catch for out number 2. I wonder how many games Ken Castro thinks these Florida Marlins will win. Ryan's 1 for 4. He did single and came around the score back in the 6th. And that's going to be against the righty, 20. And that's going to be a single in the left field. And with Fielder's speed, even with 2 outs, he's going to stay put at third. So now first and third. And Ben Ogilvie, who got his first hit and first RBI of the season today, is up. Runners on first and third. He's 1 for 4. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Prado. And he's going to, nope, that's going to be a swing and a miss. Steve strikes him out. That'll end the top of the 9th, but the 2-run homer makes it 6-0. So we go to the bottom of the 9th. Got the top of the order due up here. 2, 3, 4 hitters, but they're down by 6. Chris is the only batter with any hits today. He's got both hits off of Ben. He's 2 for 3. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Ben's 10th strikeout of the game, makes it into double digits. Brings up Hanley Ramirez now. Yeah, exactly, Dave. You're correct. Yep. That it does. Yep. Like I say, sad, ain't it? How bad these guys are. Sure. Like I say, if they can win 63 games, I'll be proud of them. I'll be very proud of them. It is a sad thing, that's for sure. And now you got Ramirez, who's 0 for 3 today. And that's going to be against the righty, 18. And that's going to be a single in the center field. So Hanley Ramirez isn't giving up. So you got a runner down at first and Gary Sheffield up. And Gary is 0 for 2. He has walked back in the 7th. And that's going to be with a runner on first. The team pass ball. No, that's not going to be a pass ball. And that's going to be a rare play with a runner at first. A 40 and a 23. That's going to be hit down the short. Robbins down there today. And that's going to be they'll get the runner out. They'll get the batter out at first. Hanley will make it down the second. And now there's 2 outs down to their last out, a runner in scoring position, and a 6-0 deficit. Can they at least get on the board here? Ozono is 0 for 3 today. And here is the pitch. And that's going to end it, folks. That's a grounder to the out. He fires over to first. And that's your ball game. Now that's going to be a pop-up this short. And that's your ball game. As the Brewers take game 2, 6-0 here at the box score. The Brewers might move to Florida to keep hitting like this. And I'm sure this is the 10 strikeouts. Yep. Oh, and it's the shutout. Ben throws the shutouts, what the star is for. So the Brew Crew, 6 runs on 10 hits and no errors. The Marlins, no runs, 3 hits and an error. Molitor and Fielder, look at that, both 3 for 4. You had Molitor and Fielder both with homers. And you had Ryan Braun with 2 hits in the game. And the Brewers are 5 for 13 with runners in scoring position. They scored 6 runs and still left 10 men on base. And the only person to really talk about in this game for the Marlins is Chris Collin, 2 for 4. And they were 0 for 1 with runners in scoring position. Only left 4 men on bases. Ben Sheets did a number on him. Picks up his first win, goes 9 innings, 3 hits, no runs, walked 2, struck out 10. And Josh Beckett, 0-1, 6 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned. He walked 4, struck out 5, gave up the homer. And Looper comes in, pitches 1 inning, 2 innings rather, 3 strikeouts. And Steve comes in, pitches 1 inning, 4 hits, 2 runs, a strikeout, and gives up the 2-run homer. And let's check out the standings and the leaderboard here in the National League. The Mets are a half a game up on Atlanta. The Nats are 2 games back. The Brewers and Marlins are 2.5 games back now. And in the Central, you got the Pirates and Brewers now are tied for first. Houston and Chicago's a half a game back, and the Reds and the Cardinals are a game back. And out west, the Giants lead the Dodgers by half a game. Arizona by a game. The Padres a game and a half. And Colorado is 2.5 games back. And now you got Paul Molitor leading the National League with a .563 batting average. Sammy with 7 homers and 12 RBIs. Sammy Sosa leading the National League in those categories. Again, right now, the pitchers' ERA leaders at 0. John Rucker with 2 wins. And you got 4 pitchers with 2 saves. And Sammy Sosa's leading in MVP voting, and John Rucker in the Cy Young. And on game number 3, we're going to have Mr. Pete Vukovich pitching for the Brewers against the D-Train Willis. Dante Willis will be pitching for the Marlins. Can he do something? Get these Marlins off of this slide. This is a 4-game series, so can they come back here and get a victory? I want to thank David Ken Castro for stopping by today. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell for reminders. It doesn't cost anything to hit that subscribe button, folks. Hit that like button on your way out and leave a comment. Till next time, y'all have a great day and take care.